Yes, it's undeniable. We're detecting power star energy patterns in the nearest galaxy. But I must warn you that the evil energy readings are off the charts. Please be careful. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Super Luigi Galaxy. We're entering the Good Egg Galaxy in the Terrace now, and our first mission is Dino Piranha. Sorry about this rather random intro. If the first 30 seconds of footage were lost. This happened on another game I was trying to record as well. I have no idea what's going on, but I have to leave it a bit at the beginning of each part now. Right, epic music time! Oh, so good. So good, and that applies to everything here. Super Mario Galaxy has just about the greatest soundtrack I have ever heard. The music for this game is amazing. So, we're going into space. We're going big this time, and we got to do the same with the music, and they did. They went with a full-out orchestra. Not everywhere, there are still quite a lot of synthesized and electronic pieces as well. But it's when they big out all the big instruments and you feel it, you really do. And the place where you feel it the most is right at the beginning of Good Egg Galaxy. So this is our first proper galaxy. And here's the gimmick we have here. You pick up the, you gotta pick up all the musical notes before they disappear. Usually they just exist to get extra lives. Sometimes it might be to get a power up. Sometimes it might be to... At least one occasion it is for a star. Which we'll be seeing later on. Pipes come in two different colours. You can shoot those lights on the floors to gain a coin. This was to the top of this house, which I don't need to go to at the moment. Yes, thank you. But why would I want to do that? So, a lot of galaxies, though not always, do have a sort of starting planet. And one thing they love to do at the beginning of the game is explain to you how you pick up star bits. I think we get told this about 4 times. It's like, yes, we know. And they clearly realised how easy getting extra lives in this game is, because in Galaxy 2 you got to collect 100 star bits. Which is still very easy to do. Even so, Super Mario Galaxy is probably the easiest 3D game. Oh no, 3D Land is the easiest 3D game. But in terms of those on consoles, yeah, this game is really not that hard at all. A few missions might give you some trouble the first time round. Mostly towards the end of the game, there are a few. Some of the purple coin missions can be a bit annoying when your first time. Luigi's purple coins, Gusty Gardens, Ghostly Galaxy. These can all be kind of tricky on your first go. My friends are ahead. Hurry! Screw your sling star. I can just jump up and get it. And there are 2 missions that involve you trying to destroy a load of rubbish. I'd say those 2 and Dreadnought's purple coins are the only ones that are really annoying when it comes to this game. Galaxy 2 ramps up the difficulty considerably. Which is fine. My only issue with Galaxy 2 is that it's about the same difficulty as this game for like the first 4 worlds, and then it just skyrockets. How did I just destroy that? You can destroy... I didn't even know you could do this for a long time, but if you spin into the part of the rock that's red, you can destroy it. And you'll get your star bits. You'll try and get your positioning right, though, which is not easy to do when you're on a sticky floor that slows you down. But if you do find yourself low on health, grab a coin, increases 1 piece of your health meter, and you're going to want to do that, because otherwise you're stuck with this very annoying diddy, diddy, diddy. It gets really annoying. And Sunshine did something similar as well, but either way it's really annoying. Oh, this music is just so good. I can just gush over this entire soundtrack. It's all just mwah, beautiful. I think the way they did it is that they had like the orchestra in the room and they would play the music alongside footage of the game. And this is one of the few times that we actually have multiple pathways. This was close. Oh, not that one, a different one. Okay, that wasn't too bad. But anyway, if we go over here, this thing disappears once you step on it. Get past the piranha plant and we can go in here. This is the long way. It takes you to a whole extra set of planets. One that consists entirely of flip switches and a couple ramps. Which becomes the basis to an entire galaxy soon. But yeah, you don't really need to go this way because it is the long way. Because you can either go through that pipe and it will take you to this, and that will take you to the next planet. Or you can go to the next planet from the one we were just on without ever setting foot on this planet. Like, you can just go straight from there to up here. I don't know what this thing is, but they could be quite tricky to get to. You'll often find them buried under sand. You'll be right on top of them, spin, and that somehow reveals them, even though they're under the sand. Hang on, I thought I was playing a Mario game, not Zelda. Why have I got Octoroks here? Except these guys are called Octoombas. They seem to look like they're charging an attack, but all they're going to do is just try and slam their head against you. It's really not much of an attack. We'll get some variations of them, though, that can spit rocks. Yeah, like in Zelda. That's clearly what they're based on. And now, before we got actual dinosaurs in Super Mario Odyssey, we have a piranha plant that looks like a dinosaur. I'd like to point out, this is just a little, well, it's not little, but this is just a helpless baby. We're beating up a baby. Da 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 da, and smack him in the head with a spin to the tail. Every boss in Super Mario Galaxy then goes into an angry phase. Not that he does much, he just spins around. But no, he doesn't do much, he just gets a bit faster, and that is literally it. My god, his roar is deafening. Christ, he's loud. So he's kind of like Petey Piranha from Sunshine, only Petey can fly, Dino Piranha can, but we did just beat up a baby. We're going to do that in Galaxy 2 as well. Both Galaxy games decide to start off with you beating up a baby piranha plant thing. So like, they're not even hatched out of their eggs. And we're still not going to be done there because there's going to be another baby later on. It's something I really shouldn't do, is getting into a nasty habit of saving the game when the recording session's not done yet. There's a starburst. Talumas are the tastiest, most delectable treats imaginable. If you say so. Aim the Joy-Con at the screen and point. And yes, we know how to do this. Once you have some, shoot them. Why don't you try it? Why don't we try it? Aim at me to feed me. Basically just feeding him. Here you go, Polari. That's the ticket. Yum. Delicious. Oh, thank you. Yes. Okay, where's he going with this? Tasty. Let's call those little morsels my feed for this lesson. You can also shoot them at enemies or feed them to a hungry Luma. Either way, I'm sure Starburst will be a big help on your adventure. Does he ever lift up his right hand? You can call it a hand. Still don't have access to any of the other galaxies yet. You have numbers for the main galaxies and the boss galaxies, but you never know how many you need to unlock the other ones around them. Now it's time for a snack of cosmic proportions. And it involves this guy, who is adorable. They all are. The Lumas are freaking adorable. I want one. I want a Luma. I want a Luma and I want Yoshi. They're both too adorable. If you ever come across a set of shapes on the ground in a circle, spin around them, and you'll get yourself a bunch of star bits. Watch out for the Octoombas. Oh, like that. He actually managed to hit me with his smack attack. They get stronger as the games go on. In 3D World, they not only do they spit rocks at you, you actually have to ground pound them. In the Galaxy games, it just depends on what version of an Octorok you're hitting. Like, you have a pink variation that's in this game that spits rocks at you. In Galaxy 2, you get a green version which spits even more rocks at you. Oh, the challenge. And then that's what we have in 3D World, just but it's with the appearance of the standard Oxumba. And you have to ground pound them. So one thing I should point out is I'm not the fastest Galaxy player. I tend to take my time with this game because you will need a lot of star bits for both of these games, especially Galaxy 2. So I will try and do whatever I can to get star bits, even if it means replaying the same area for each mission. Like if it's at the start of a level, I will replay it over and over. Because you will need a lot of star bits in this game. Again, here it's not too bad. It's when you get to Galaxy 2, when you need to actually, not only do you need to get so many star bits to feed all the hungry Lumas on the map, you also need to get to a gigantic 9,999 star bits to unlock the final level. It's ridiculous. You only need to worry about it on your first playthrough. After that, it becomes very easy if you save up your star bits. But, ugh, I hate it so much. Anyway, so our mission here is to simply just try and gather as many star bits as we can. We're actually nearly there. You also have these spiky plant things, which you can spin those green rubbery things into to get yet more star bits. I really shouldn't be jumping on Koopa, so I should be trying to spin them. Let's spin this, we got enough now. But you know what? I want more. So you can either keep going to get yourself more star bits, or you can take this launch star that sends you to the planet that the Hungry Luma is on. And there he is, up there. Hey look, it's a planet that looks like a Yoshi egg. Which I guess is the I think this planet is the only reason it's called the Good Egg Galaxy. Because otherwise I have no idea why it's called that. I mean, I know Good Egg is like a phrase of some kind, but I don't know why it's called the Good Egg Galaxy. Right, take this one this time, and that's just going to send us to the other planets. And here we are, with more of these spinning rocks. Better see a lot of these things, by the way. In some cases, they can be infinitely spawning in. But you'll only get star bits for destroying like the first 2 or 3. These things, yeah, they'll disappear if you hit them enough times, but otherwise they'll just, if you take too long, they'll turn into just a solid block that gives you nothing, just like how they work in the 2D games. But if you're able to do it fast enough, you'll get a whole load of star bits at the end. Pretty sure I stopped spinning them, but I don't care. There are 3 different kinds of transportation stars. You have launch stars like these, which will leave a glowing trail anytime you've used one. I shouldn't have taken that one actually, that was the wrong thing to do. And they're essentially your loading screens, just to go from one area to the next. You have sling stars, which are pretty much the same thing. If you get hit by this as it hits you, as it's coming back round, it will knock you down and lose you some star bits, so you've got to regather them. There are sling stars, like the one you can just see off in the distance. They do pretty much the same thing, they just don't send you as far. And then you have pull stars, which you need to hover your star pointer over, and then that'll pull you in as you hold the button down. Hey you! Yeah you! Got any tasty star bits? If you feed me a bunch of star bits, I'll burst with smacky happiness and then transform. I'm famished. I need 100 star bits to curb my hunger pangs. Right. So you get one of these in just about every major galaxy. Usually you don't have to feed them this many star bits, but that's because it's the tutorial one. It's the only one that's mandatory. Transform! And a new planet was born. But the ones that you need, the ones you'll see in the hub worlds, around the Comet Observatory and in Galaxy 2 Starship Mario, I guess because they're creating galaxies rather than planets, although in some cases the galaxy really is just one planet. they're going to require a lot of starbits. It starts out fairly small, then you require 200. But the last one requires 1,600 starbits, and the last one in Galaxy 2 requires 2,000. They're very big numbers. And all this because the Luma wanted to build a... The Luma transforms into a planet that kind of looks like a woman that's got some fruit on her head. Come out of the way. Well, I could wall jump up there, but I want to see what's over here. The answer is not very much. Another difference with Luigi compared to Mario that's very slight is the recharge time for using your spin is ever so slightly longer. He takes a teeny tiny bit longer to recharge the spin for Luma to go back inside. Whatever. Back under his hat, I guess. It takes just a little bit longer. When you're using it underwater, you will actually lose some of your air meter when you use it with Luigi. As opposed to Mario where you could just do it infinitely. But that's basically it. He jumps higher, he slides around, he takes a bit longer to charge up his spin, and when you're underwater, spinning will cause you to lose more of your air. Otherwise, Luigi isn't really that much different from Mario. But you can pull off some great shortcuts with Luigi because of his higher jump. There are some of them you can do with Mario, they're just easier to do with Luigi. Which is why, when you're playing Galaxy 2, Luigi is the one you should be using to get the green stars. You can get them all with Mario, they're designed in that way, but it's just so much easier to get some of them with Luigi. Because of his higher jump. It does, however, affect one kind of mission that we'll see multiple times in this game. And that's the Cosmic Comets. Because the race against Cosmic Luigi is much harder than the race against Cosmic Mario. Now, I could collect all of these blue starships to build up the Sling Star, but not the Sling Star, the Pool Star, or I could just long jump my way over to the Power Star. It's much simpler to do. I believe that is possible to do with Mario as well. You can't fall off that star. You'll just walk around the entire thing. And we've discovered a new galaxy. Well done, brave explorer. You've discovered a new galaxy. Galaxy Caramel. Collecting power stars will expand the range of vision, perhaps eventually include the enemy base. We can't save. The recording session isn't done. Galaxies vary in size. You get your big galaxies, you get your small galaxies. Big galaxies tend to have 6 power stars in total. You have 3 main missions, 1 hidden mission, 1 cosmic mission, and 1 purple coin mission. There are 2 exceptions, because those 2 actually have 7 stars. They are the only exceptions. That's Battle Rock Galaxy and Dusty Dune Galaxy. All the other major galaxies only have 6, but those 2 have 7. The small galaxies all only have 1 power star. Again, the one exception this time is Boy Base Galaxy, because that one has 2. It's the only galaxy in the game to have 2 stars. I could go around exploring the rest of the planet, but I want to get up here. Unfortunately, this takes a while. The triple jump isn't the most reliable thing in the world. The double jump is, but I seem to have a harder time getting the triple jump to work. It was pointless as well, because even with the spin, just didn't quite make it. I could probably just use that tree, really. Or I could do it like that. The backflip. Which sadly, Luigi does not go super high with a backflip and then slowly spin his way down to the ground like in 64 DS. Oh no, not a toad.
Wow, you saved me! Thanks, Luigi! In return, let me tell you, those spiky things hate coconuts! Shake the Joy-Con and press Y and spin the coconut into them!
Indeed, we could just kick them a little bit. Because spin it into this bigger spiky plant. That kills it to reveal the Sling Star. If you ground pound into the sand, you'll get stuck for a little bit. Just press the jump button and you can get out. So let's make our way up here. Why are we suddenly on a beach planet? Hey, a Pokey! We're not going to be seeing these guys very much. I think they're only in 2 galaxies in the game. And I think that's as far as the Mario 2 references really go. No, I want to explore this planet. This tiny little planet's got a pipe on it and 2 chomps rolling around. So on the inside you can find this thing. These can make all sorts of stuff appear. In this case, it's a rainbow star. You transformed into Rainbow Luigi. You're invincible. So since power stars have the same appearance as your invincibility star, well, a different option had to be taken. So they've been redesigned and you now have the rainbow star. It turns you into Rainbow Mario and Rainbow Luigi, but the effect is exactly the same. You get a spinny jump, I think you run a little bit faster. And you're invincible so you can kill enemies. And our final planet, I sense dark times above. Here in King Caliente... No, not on there yet. It was called King Caliente's Air Fleet or something like that. When I'm playing the game, I always feel the need to say out loud what the mission is. So I'll go like, the Good Egg Galaxy. A snack of cosmic proportions. I'll say that out loud to myself every time. Even if I then go to another galaxy, like a new mission might have unlocked, I'll do the same thing for that one, and then when I come back to this, I will do it again. Like maybe I finished the galaxy, moved on to the next one, but then the prankster comments appear, so I'll say, the Good Egg Galaxy, and do everything there. That'll be the Honey Hive Galaxy. And then the cosmic, well, it won't, you wouldn't have collected enough stars, but in a similar situation, then the prankster comment will appear and I'll go back and say, the Good Egg Galaxy. Do the one mission, then I'll be like, the Honey Hive Galaxy. I don't know why. Those guys are not very imaginatively named, they are literally just called the Octopus. Fascinating, it doesn't look remotely like an octopus, but yeah, those big ones. You've got to spin the coconuts. The fireballs will obviously hurt you. The coconut, spin it back. Just spin them back. I wonder why they're showing us that. I wonder if they're teaching us something for an upcoming boss. Who is this King Caliente? And why are there toads in this level when we haven't met the Soap Brigade yet? I mean, we can go and meet them now, but who does that? I'm sure everybody always finishes a galaxy first before you move on to the next one. You know, unless you're speedrunning the game, but you're only going to do that if you hate the game. That's my mindset anyway, because otherwise I don't see the point of speedrunning. Why do you want a game you love to be over as fast as possible? This is one thing I like when they do like a lava theme. Everything goes to like really glossy. It's an effect I really like. Okay, King Caliente, it's exactly the same. Just avoid the fireballs and then shoot the spin the coconut back at him, but he will try and knock it back. Phase 3 is a little bit more annoying because he summons these flame things. They're the only enemies that you can't spin by neither jumping nor spinning into them. They can only be defeated by shooting them with a star bit, but they do disappear themselves after a while. Spin it back, he knocks it back again, and again, and there we go. He smacked an octopus with a coconut. Multiple times. It's a good thing that star doesn't stay in the middle. Otherwise we have no chance. This is some very bouncy lava. But if you spin and ground pound while the spin is going on, you can perform a homing ground pound. It does home in on the star, it will home in on enemies below you. I did showcase it later on, but the Goomba ended up earlier on, but the Goomba was right underneath me anyway, so it didn't really matter. Can be your best friend sometimes when going for the green stars in Galaxy 2. Right, well, we're not done in Good Egg Galaxy. For stars, we have the purple coins, which we don't get until beating Bowser. But otherwise, we do still have a Prankster Comet, but we can't go there yet. And we have one other mission, but next up we're going to be making our way to the Honey Hive Galaxy. So I will see you guys then.